Welcome to Micro Health Talks. Micro Health Talks, where we bring you insightful discussion on all that is health and wellness. Today we have with us Dr. Riji Sukhmani, the renowned histopathologist from Micro Health Laboratories, Qatar. Today we have come with a topic that is exclusively for the women who are aging gracefully, to create an awareness and to build in a self confidence for the women as they go through the different phase of transition as they age. Doctor, to begin with, can you define what are the different phases a female goes through as she ages?
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk on this topic. Actually, this topic is very close to my heart because even many of my friends and even me, we are who are going through this transition of this phase are going through a lot of symptoms. So I thought I better discuss about perimenopause because this is the time I want to create awareness among my women who are in my age group so that they learn something from it and they know it's nothing to be feared about.
True.
Or it's nothing which
Yes.
they have to worry about.
Yeah.
This is a normal phase of life which will pass and you will go in for menopause.
Let's help the female, the woman fraternity of us to face this phase with confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually we women undergo a lot of phases in our life. First, when we attain puberty, that is when you start getting your periods.
The
A lot
first
of
phase.
changes go through your body. Then another phase of life is when you are in your menstrual, like when you have your proper menstruation and then you become pregnant during your pregnancy and lactation. That is another phase when a lot of changes go on in your body. Then third stage is this stage, which is perimenopause and then menopause.
Menopause.
That time also a lot of emotional as well as physical changes are there, which go through in a women.
Doctor, can you define me the difference between perimenopause, menopause, and premenopause?
Premenopause is something which, when your period start, means when you have attained puberty to when you attain perimenopause.
Okay.
That time is known as premenopause.
Premenopause.
Perimenopause is, to know what is perimenopause, first you need to know what is menopause.
Menopause. Okay.
Menopause is when 1 year completely you are without your periods, 12 months. Okay. So perimenopause is the years which are before menopause, which usually may be from, so some people even up to 10 years, but average they say is around 4 to 6 years.
4 to 6 years.
When you are undergoing all those changes before you attain your menopause. So that 4 to 6 years transition phase is known as perimenopause.
Perimenopause. So perimenopause is more like a preparation towards menopause?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So there are a lot of symptoms which a women undergo and signs which a women undergo during this phase. First main sign which a women undergoes is your change in menstrual cycle.
Okay, the common sign.
Common sign. Majority of us go through that. Usually we know that normal menstrual period is around, cycles are around 28 to 30 day cycle. So anything which is different from that, you will come to know in your body.
Yes.
Any change in your body which is going on. Like sometimes you may have early periods, which you usually get in early perimenopause, in which you may have your periods exactly, say, every 21 days or 24 days. So that comes when you just start getting into that stage of perimenopause. In late perimenopause, your periods will start delaying. Okay. Like instead of 28 to 30 day cycle, you may have a 40 day, after 40 days, or sometimes after 60 days your cycle. But then when the periods come, it will be really very heavy.
Okay.
So you may have very excessive bleeding, which will last for some women for a longer time, maybe even 15 days, 20 days. You may have spotting, you may have like clots. So that is the time when you need to go to your gynecologist and show what's going on in your body.
Okay. So, doctor, can you advise us what are the tests recommended?
See, for menstrual irregularities, basically you can do one when you go to a gynecologist. Gynecologist will first try to find out what exactly stage or phase you are in.
Okay.
Like by doing a simple transvaginal scan or an abdominal scan, she will look for your gynecologist will look for your endometrial thickness, your ovaries, whether the follicles are functioning properly or not. Then there will be, if any polyp is there in the endometrial cavity or in the cervical canal. So accordingly, they will do a transvaginal scan and see which stage of menopause you are in. After that, they may do some hormonal tests like estrogen, progesterone, follicular stimulating hormone, which we in general terms say FSH, LH, and even AMH. These are some of the hormones which will fluctuate up and down during this phase. So those can be checked during this time.
Okay.
So if they are at the higher level, the doctor will understand that you are already going in for perimenopause. If there is any polyp or something in your scan, that can be removed easily. Then if there is endometrial thickness, endometrial biopsy will be done to find out if there is any hyperplasia or is it just some proliferative phase which is creating these hormonal changes.
Okay.
So all these things can be done and it is easily avoidable and easily preventable. We can treat
Yeah.
these symptoms very easily.
Easily. Okay, doctor. Before coming to the preventive measures, can you let us know like what is that one particular point wherein we should feel ourselves alarmed about this?
There are many other symptoms and signs which you get during perimenopause, which do not just includes the menstrual changes. But when your menstrual periods are so heavy that you are getting clots and they are not stopping, or every 15 days you are getting your periods, that is the time when you really need to go to a gynecologist, which will require very simple tests, but it will be detected. And in majority of cases, it's nothing to worry about. It's just hormonal changes. But if there is something, we can easily detect it and treat it accordingly.
Okay.
And some other symptoms and signs which a women undergoes, which we have a stigma of not discussing it with our gynecologist, is urinary symptoms.
Okay.
That is the major symptoms which majority of the females during this period transition phase get it in form of urinary incontinence or burning in sensation while passing urine or frequent urination or some sort of prolapse that you feel that while you're coughing or sneezing, you have a urinary incontinence and urine is passing like that. These are the symptoms which many women don't want to discuss, but they make their lifestyle hell with this. We can prevent these symptoms. So if you go to your gynecologist, she will easily diagnose that what has actually going on and you can prevent these symptoms. Actually, they won't be, we will feel it's just some urinary tract infection. We'll take some antibiotics. We'll feel relieved, then we ignore it.
Okay.
But we shouldn't ignore these symptoms because these are easily treatable. It may be just because of atrophy or the vaginal dryness which we are having during this phase because of our hormonal changes. Which is causing these urinary symptoms.
Doctor, why do you think like most of the women they still feel it like a taboo or to discuss about this? What would be the main reason?
Because we women in general never discuss about our health or never worry about our health.
Yeah.
We worry about our kids' health, our husband's health, our family, our in-laws, our parents, everyone we think about. But when it comes to ourselves, we ignore it. We feel headache means okay, it's just migraine. Take some medicine, you feel relieved, you ignore it. You have some urinary symptoms, you feel it's UTI, you take some medication, some natural remedies, and you ignore them. But we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we still consider that as a stigma. Even to discuss it with our near peers also.
Yeah, even with each other, even with husband, or even they don't want to go to a gynecologist. Oh, it will go by itself. Why we need to discuss this?
True.
But why? We have a right to remain healthy, to remain happy, away from all these symptoms. And when the medical fraternity has increased, like so much facility is there.
And importance for women health, that is globally, they are giving so much of importance.
We have to start learning to take care of ourselves, to give at least half an hour every day to us.
Self-care.
Yes. Like there are so many other symptoms and signs which you get physically, psychological symptoms like brain fog, like memory loss. You will feel you may go to a refrigerator to open it and forget what did I come here to do that for?
And you forget
you will forget. So this is a very common symptom during this age, which many of my friends and colleagues, they say, I forget things, I don't remember what I'm what I came here to or what I was doing. Hot flashes. Is a very common symptom. Nighttime while sleeping, suddenly you will feel very hot. You will remove your blanket and all because you suddenly sweat a lot. So these are very common symptoms during these perimenopausal age because of your estrogen progesterone, which is haywire at that time.
We pretend to put this in the slab of aging. I forget because I'm aging.
Or why you want to suffer? See, there is a treatment for hot flashes. You can start on a hormone replacement therapy, and that also is not needed for everyone. There are many home remedies. Like there are some natural remedies for this. Some form of medicines are there which you can always ask your gynecologist. She will prescribe you. Some herbal teas are there which will relieve you of many symptoms which you are having, like of these hot flashes, and primrose oil and all are used. A lot of symptoms are there. A lot of patches are there. Estrogen patches for vaginal dryness. For like a lot of things are there. Which if you approach your gynecologist, she will advise you and treat you according to your symptoms.
Doctor, what are the preventive measures that you would love to suggest to our females?
We cannot prevent it. We are going through this age,
Okay.
and we will get, majority of the women will get these symptoms, or some of them, or many of them.
It's
Very
all
few.
about
It's all like, it depends on hereditary also, how your parents, your mother underwent, what all symptoms she had. Sometimes it depends on that, what time you attained your puberty. So all these changes will be there in your body depending from person to person. It may not be same for all. Not all will have all the symptoms.
True, true.
Some may go through this transition very easily without any much disturbance, and some may have very severe symptoms. Some may have moderate symptoms. So according to the symptoms, we can always take help of a physician and get it treated.
Yeah, it's all about staying aware about it, being informed.
Yes.
So prevention is all about easing or lessen the complexities of this.
Yes, exactly. Like, you can always talk to your physician. I take their advice. They will suggest you some natural remedies, and if needed, some hormone replacement therapy. Not all will need HRT. Not everyone. Very few will need, unless and until your symptoms are severe and you are going in for anemia, heavy bleeding. Then only they will suggest.
True, true, true.
Otherwise, it's mainly natural
Yeah,
lifestyle changes.
it's a process.
Yes, you have to have a healthy, very well balanced, high fiber diet, exercise every day a bit in whatever form, do some medication,
Prioritizing mental health.
yoga, some mental health. And one most important thing is you need during this phase is your support from the family. Because you will be having mood swings during this time. Suddenly you will be upset, suddenly you will be happy, suddenly you will be sad.
So that is a message to the supporting system of female or the woman fraternity that you
Yes.
would like to give is be supportive to the women as they
And
go through
this
this
phase,
phase.
this transition phase, that is
Yeah.
very important. You should understand that a lot of changes are going on. This mood swing is because of hormonal change.
Okay.
So we should support the women during this.
Stay with them.
Stay.
So what is a take-home message that you would love to give to the woman and the people who are associated with them, the supporting factors in this particular process?
See, anyone who is between 45 and above, up to 54, that is the stage they say is you attain your menopause. Average age of menopause is 51 to 52 years. But 45 years onward, you start getting these symptoms. So anyone getting any of these symptoms, immediately just show your doctor. 99% of the times, it's nothing. It's just your hormonal change. You will just be treated for the symptoms you have. But if there is something, it's always better to consult a gynecologist, because for everything there is a treatment now.
Okay.
If there is any endometrial hyperplasia or anything going on abnormal in your body,
Yeah,
do a routine pap smear every 3 years. Then that will be of really great help to you, and you can easily prevent going in for any complication or carcinoma or anything malignancy later on.
Okay.
So do a routine pap smear, do a regular gynecologist checkup. Just if any symptom you get it immediately checked with your physician.
Okay.
See, why I chose this topic for today's discussion is because majority of the women who are in my age group or going through this transition phase, they don't want to discuss about this topic because there is some stigma in them that why should we discuss these symptoms with anyone around you or even with your physician. But I want to let you know that you have a full right to take care of yourself. You should give time to yourself. You should protect yourself, because this is a normal phase of life which we are going through, and we all go through this phase. Some may have lesser symptoms, some may have more symptoms, but we all go through this transition. So we should learn to take care of ourselves and try to do whatever makes us happy. And any complication is there or any symptom is there, just consult your gynecologist, or even you can go through our website. A lot of scientific papers are there on that. A lot of information will be there on that, along with what tests you can undergo during this phase and find out whether you are in this transition phase or not. So take care of yourself, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you very much, doctor. So to all the women who are aging, we wish you all age with gracefully, with confidence. Stay informed with Micro Health Talks for precious life.
Thank you.